Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix both of those things together. The content that I'm about to show you is going to make you smile ear to ear, because prior, we've covered how Lisa Murkowski and all the other RINOs are freaking out because they're getting threats of primary and they just simply don't like it. We covered all those videos prior, but now you've got former press secretary Jen Psaki on MSNBC interviewing gun control leader in the Senate, Chris Murphy, talking about how bad it is that Republicans are getting threats of primaries. Hey guys, when the Democrats, your political opponents, are telling you how bad it is that's happening to the Republicans, that means you're winning. Everything that I'm about to show you right now is going to be linked in the description box below. Please send this one out because, guys, the quest that we started 4 years ago to seize power from the Democrats was the beginning salvo. This is where the real work begins. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. We have got freedom to pass from this generation to the next, and it starts with refuting what I'm about to show you right here because this is going to make your jaw drop. Now, I want to say a quick word from our sponsor, USCCA. They're giving away all sorts of free training in your local area, so make sure you check this out. Link in the description, and then we're going to hit Investing in your own safety and confidence is always a smart move. So if you're a protector, parent, or concerned citizen looking to level up your skills for what our crazy world might bring next, check this out. USCCA is giving you free resources and training to support your 2A. They just launched a new site where you can easily sign up for over 1,600 courses happening in person nationwide, and get this, they're all 100% free through the end of the year. This is hands down the best way to gain real-world self-defense knowledge from experienced instructors right in your own community. In fact, from creating a solid home protection plan to understanding the ins and outs of use of force laws, these expert-led classes will give you the tools and confidence to stay safe in any situation. Pop over to the link in the description and find a course near you and take advantage of this incredible chance to train with the best of the best. Trust me, this is the real deal, so don't wait. Head to uscca.com/class now and sign up for a free course. As you can see, they are available for you right now and are showing you local options as well. All right, people, let's get into this. What could go wrong? Look at this, amazing. Jen Psaki, former press secretary for President Biden, Democrat through and through, professed liar in front of the podium. And then we've got Chris Murphy, Mr. Gun Control in the Senate, who is a known propagandist and has no problem lying either. This is going to be great. All right, we're going to go through this about 2.5 minute clip, and there's going to be a few things that we're going to hit. All of this is worth a share and listen. Stay to the end because the Easter egg at the end is gold. All right, let's get it.
I just spelled out this culture of fear and the impact that seems to already be settling in, even before Donald Trump's second term starts. I wonder, as you watched MAGA World, what they did to Senator Ernst and her own then kind of dialing back of her concerns about Pete Hegseth, what level of concern you have about that?
All right, so how was that for a lead-in? Okay, if you haven't watched our 2 prior videos, and a lot of the other videos we did prior to that, honestly, around the Republicans and the RINOs and getting pressure because they were basically doing that, I'm not sure I can support this nominee, basically saying, hey, Democrats, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I need a bridge named after me. Yeah, that whole thing. Well, now Jen Psaki on MSNBC, who does not have a Republican viewer in sight, is going, look what they did to Joni Ernst and threatening to primary her and Tom Tillis and Lisa Murkowski. Oh my gosh, it's working. Keep going. You've got the Democrat mouthpieces coming out and defending Republican RINOs. Guys, if this does not tell you what you need to know, I don't know what does. But anyway, let's keep going because I thought this was going to be a thing and it's turning out to be a pretty sweet thing. You guys are going to enjoy. Let's get it, Chris.
I mean, I think this is a red alert moment, and I know we all want to be a little careful about not sort of setting the conversation on fire even before Trump has been sworn in. But
hey, just quick question. This isn't a point of political analysis. This is just, you guys remember that whole last 4 years of, democracy will actually die if Trump's elected? No, we don't want to set the conversation on fire. Now, let's not be crazy. Anyway.
I think the narrative that you just laid out is really, really important. There are not just 2 things in this world, democracies and dictatorships. There are all sorts of countries in this world that occupy a gray zone in between a democracy where you regularly have different political parties and different leaders changing power exchanging power, and dictatorships where only one person, one party is in control. There are lots of places that still have elections, but the opposition is muted, is too weak to ever win. And so people get to vote, but the same people hold on to power decade after decade. The way that happens is pretty routine. The press stops telling the true story. People are punished for organizing political opposition. And all of that seems to be...
Okay, I can't help it. Oh my God. Okay, so the media sources stop telling the truth, and then the political opponents get punished. Like audits and FBI investigations and FBI sting operations and ATF raids. You mean like that? Okay, I can't imagine where we've seen that before. These guys live in a delusion. It's the old adage that if they're saying what the other person is doing, that means they're doing it. We just came out of 4 years of them setting the conversation on fire. Chris Murphy just says, no, let's not set the conversation on fire. Let's not get crazy. Then the media only tells one side of the story and it helps maintain power for one side. Then political persecution of opponents. I can't. 34 felony counts? Billions of dollars? I mean, guys, you can't make this stuff up, and they're keeping a straight face. Let's keep going. Like this is what we're defeating. If you're in this is why you subscribe, because this is what we fight all the next 4 years are gonna be full of this. I'm so amped for it. Let's go.
A priority for Donald Trump when he takes the White House, and you see it already happening. Elon Musk, because he's got lots of political interests, has already essentially folded his operation into the White House. Your parent company has decided that owns MSNBC has decided to sell MSNBC, likely because it just doesn't want to run afoul of Donald Trump. Jeff Bezos instructed his papers not to make endorsements because his bread is buttered in part by government contracts that Donald Trump will be in charge of. You're already seeing people with power in this country, people who own the information highways, starting to cower, starting to step aside. And when a true, real story can't be told about people in power, what that does is rob agency from voters, but also from the political opposition.
Rob agencies from voters and political opposition. It's amazing how when Twitter was a complete leftoid universe, it was fine. It was a free speech mecca. Now, 50-50 split Republican Democrats are actually on Twitter, and there's a community notes function. Well, now it's bad. Now it's just a cesspool of evil. Because Elon Musk owns that one. Then he goes after MSNBC because Comcast is going to sell him. It's not because no one watches MSNBC, and it's not because their ratings are in the toilet. It's simply because the owners of Comcast, who are extremely liberal, don't want to run afoul of Donald Trump. Yeah, that's it. And then Jeff Bezos instructed the New York Times not to endorse any political candidates. Notice how he didn't say only endorse Republicans. He just said, we're not doing it anymore because it's politically and business toxic. But no. Now it's unbalanced. This is just like the thing that Tim says on Second Legacy every time we talk about it, where the Supreme Court is a perfect institution until it becomes conservative leaning and then it's out of balance. That kind of that whole thing. We need to add more judges simply because the Republicans have control now. This is what they do all the frickin' time. And Chris Murphy is he's like one of my least favorite senators, and that says a lot. Because Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are up there too, just saying. But guys, this is a delusion. But anyway, let's let him finish. I got to give him 14 more seconds.
And I hope that does not happen starting on January 20th. But I think you were very right to lay out the real possibility that we are in for a very difficult and dangerous assault on the free press and open democracy.
Assault on free press and open democracy. Well, I guess there goes the don't set the conversation on fire. Now, again, we're going to go big for this for a second. I want to take everything that Chris Murphy just said and kind of throw it over here. Think about what Jen Psaki just opened that with. Look at what the MAGA world has done to Joni Ernst. What the MAGA world did to Joni Ernst was hold her feet to the fire for not being a conservative, which is what Republicans are supposed to be. That's not an out-of-control party. That's a party rectifying itself and healing. Because the establishment RINOs are the problem. They were the second target in this whole political game. The first target were the Democrats. That one's gone. The second target is the Republican establishment, because they're just as bad with a different letter. And now that you've got all these different outlets going after these senators and they're openly complaining about the pressure and the threats of primary, now you got MSNBC rushing to their aid. Isn't that something? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.